well. What the hell are you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Apex Brotherhood live trading floor. It's myself, Richard, and William. How are we doing, Will?
What's good, man? I'm good, mate. Woke up a little bit with a croaky voice, so I don't want to be going under with something because it's my birthday tomorrow and the missus is spoiling me and she's taking me away for the weekend. So I don't want to get ill. So I'm gonna just make myself a coffee, drink some water, get some vitamins in me, get some honey in me, and hopefully fend it off until at least next week. But yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Huh? Sushi, pickled ginger, and wasabi.
Dude, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. I'll have that even if I'm not ill.
Yeah, well, just go and get it like straight after the stream, and then you should be good. All right, guys, a very quick disclaimer, and then we're going to get into the chaos of the morning. All right. Let's get some las músicas on.
La música.
Las músicas.
Right, I'm going to go. I hear the kettle boil, so I'm going to go pour my coffee, and then I shall be straight back, lad. Straight back.
All right. I'm going to pop my screen up. All right. Today is a weird morning, guys. Weird. Don't quite know why it's weird, but it is weird. Let me have a little gander quickly and see who's in chat. We've got MGN, good morning. First, as always, good morning, bro. How are you? Sigma FX, good morning, Sigma. How are you, mate? Sam, hey. Officially, our latest member of the Apex Brotherhood.
Absolutely. Big congratulations, Sam, for joining the team, by the way, guys.
Yeah, Sam. Glad to have you, mate. Your work in the Discord is amazing. So really happy to have you on with us on a more permanent basis. Hey, Richard, didn't know you saw anime. Yeah, I watch anime, mate. I am wearing my current Akatsuki shirt, so it's.
Oh no way! I said that to the missus. You know, after our conversation on the Fiverr stream, I was like, babe, like, you know how much I love Asian culture. She starts laughing. She's like, yeah. And I was like, you know that I love the food, I love the culture, I love the women. And she was like, woman. I was like, yes, woman, not women. Singular. You, of course. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, I've never watched anime, and the guys are trying to recommend a good anime to watch to get me into like the Cantonese and like learn the language. She goes, please don't. I was like, why? She was like, you're not that guy. So please don't be that guy. I was like, okay, yeah, fair.
So, yeah, I mean, like, anime is not for everybody. It's
However, I have started watching a Cantonese program, and it's so frustrating. I'm not into TV programs and sick dramas or whatever they're called, and like love stories and shit like that. But I'm watching this thing, and it's like it's about pilots and cabin crews and all, and it's all in Cantonese, and it's so hard to understand. But I'm picking it up, and it's so funny, man. It's literally just it's frustrating to watch.
So you know what you can do? If it has subtitles, English subtitles.
That's what I do.
Or if it has the option.
I don't know what any of the characters look like.
Well, because you're constantly reading, yeah.
Constantly reading the subtitles.
So that's how a lot of people actually learn.
That's how my missus learned English.
Yeah, they watch a show with the subtitles, and then they pause, to read the subtitle as an example, and then they go and listen back to the sentence. Now, obviously, it's not going to give you sentence structure and grammar and all of that kind of like stuff, but it'll help you hear it inflected.
Yeah,
and then you can
that's
read.
literally what I'm doing, because that's literally how my partner learned English. She said she did the exact same, so that's what I've started doing. She's actually now started challenging me as well. So like we send each other like good morning like voice notes or good night voice notes. She said from now on everything has to be in Cantonese.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good practice.
It is such good practice, mate. And, like she's sending me a voice note yesterday. I'm not going to play it for you, but she sent me a voice note yesterday, and I was like, I picked up on some of the words though.
It's like the process itself starts off like really difficult, and you feel so lost up until you start picking up on certain words, and you're like, hold on, exactly. I know this word. This word, you like think back, and you're like, oh, it means pigeon. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're talking about pigeons.
Yeah, literally, man. So like she was chatting with her parents the other day, and something came up, and I was like, I know that word. I know that word. But the thing is, like, they speak so fast to each other. Like when she sends me a voice,
that's the same thing. Like, if you can just slow it down, just a little bit.
Literally, mate. Like, ngoine means I love you. So she'd be like, no, I lay, like on the voice note to me. I'm like, no, you can say that fast because I understand that. you know. But
no, she's making sure you understand that she loves you.
Yeah. No, she's probably not just saying it slowly for me to understand. She's probably just reassuring me, like, I love you.
Yes. It's like one of those where you quickly say, I love you, and then you wait for the response, and you're like, I said,
literally.
You reciprocate. Mate. Come on, it's your turn.
Yeah, now you say it to me.
Okay, this is how conversations work. It's called a back and forth.
Yeah, man. Oh, she's funny. But yeah, no, so anime is never something I've actually gotten into. However, there is like Japanese games that I've seen like online, and like those sort of like samurai games, they look really good. Like the realistic ones, they look absolutely awesome. Plus I do watch like you're on Facebook, Rich, aren't you? Do you ever watch like really long movies on Facebook?
Okay, so what I use Facebook for is events. If there's stuff happening, that's what I use Facebook for.
Sometimes I'll be bored, so I'll be scrolling through Facebook, and then next minute, it's like some ancient Japanese sort of kung fu, or no, karate's Japanese. So it's some ancient Japanese karate, and they're like really unrealistic karate where they have like ultimate powers and shit like that. I watch that on Facebook, and I get addicted to them. I'm just like watching them for hours.
But you know that there's anime versions of that as well, where it's like over the top. It's still the culture, but it's just
I know. But I mean, I think it's because it's cartoon, man. I've just never gotten into it. Having said that, like sometimes I watch it on Facebook, and it is a little bit too over the top, and I'm like, I can't watch this. This is cringy over the top.
Well, I mean, like, I grew up watching cartoons and animations. We're not like just saying like Japanese style anime, but I grew up watching DC comics, Marvel comics. I read them when I was younger. We had like different kind of like British comics like Tintin, and it was like Obelix and stuff like that. That's stuff that I grew up with. So we had the physical comic books. My dad was a collector of it. So we grew up with that, my brother and I. So we appreciate that form of art, let's say.
That makes sense.
When we started watching anime, obviously, I think the very first Japanese anime that I watched that got dubbed into English was Dragon Ball Z, obviously. And I think most people of my age grew up after school, sitting in front of the TV for half an hour to an hour watching Dragon Ball Z every Thursday, that kind of like thing. So if it's not for you, it's not for you, and it's fine. But I find my people is the metal community and the anime watchers, and then the gamers. So that's my like community of people. You can reminisce with them, you know. Like,
yeah, yeah, mate, absolutely. Yeah, definitely, I get that.
Gonna just
quickly. Good morning, good morning, Quincy. How you doing? Congratulations, Sam. Big up, Sam. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Solo leveling or Death Note? Maybe I'll try and watch.
Don't force yourself, Will.
That's what I mean.
Don't force yourself to watch something.
I probably won't. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I probably won't watch it, but I'll try. I'll give it a look. Rich looks cool, like Tony Stark. Dude, you do look a little bit like Tony. You look like a little like Tony Stark from Wish.com or something.
Yeah, like a Wish version, a Timu version.
Yeah, you look like Timu Tony Stark.
Well, I'll take it as a compliment. So,
yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I learned most of my English because of Hollywood.
Exactly.
So is that Hollywood being movies?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick, man. Yeah, so a lot of people...
Here's an interesting thing. So there's this Korean pop group, male Korean pop group, okay, K-pop, that learned English from watching Friends. The TV show.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. No, I've heard that.
Their English is amazing. It's really good.
Do you know something I really want? I really want to do is find a movie. Like, I love my comedies, like Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups 2, Dumb and Dumber. I love my just pathetically funny comedy movies. And I've tried to look for Dumb and Dumber, for example, because I could script that for you now. Like, I could just I could reel off the entire script for that movie, so I know it in English. Now, if I could find Dumb and Dumber but in Cantonese, I already know what they're saying in English, so it's just a matter of like I can put that into Cantonese then. Like, I can listen to it in Cantonese and already know what they're saying in English because I've watched the movie thousands and thousands of times.
So you're kind of getting like a direct one-to-one correlation.
Yeah,
because you already know.
Because I'm like, let's say like, oh, hey Harry, old buddy, old pal. It's like I hear that in Cantonese and I'm like, well, I know what that is in English, so that's what it is in Cantonese, and it's like that just, word association almost.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe you can find a streaming platform that has
it has a dub,
the audio in Cantonese as an example, because I know like documents like Prime and whatnot, you switch the audio.
Oh, I'm doing it on Netflix. I switch the audio. I don't do it when I'm with like my parents or my brother because they're gonna look at me and be like, for God's sake, Will, like we can't understand this. But if I'm on my own, I'll switch the audio to Cantonese.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that like when when you want to do half an hour of learning at the end of the day. You put on.
I watch it before bed.
Yeah,
I'll watch a couple of episodes of this flight thing before bed.
Yeah. Like, this is what I mean. Like, they found out that your retention for knowledge is a lot better if you've done it just before going to bed, as an example, and then rehashing.
It goes into your subconscious.
Yeah, and then the next morning you just keep rehashing it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's why I say good night and good morning to the missus in Cantonese.
Yeah, awesome. Carry on doing that, mate. You're going to get a lot better at it very quickly.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Yeah, hopefully. Good morning in the Wild Straits. How you doing, mate? Good to see you in. Simple Trades. Dude, you knew. I don't recognize the logo.
So first time seeing Simple Trades.
Awesome stuff, man. Simple Trades, welcome to the Brotherhood community. Feel free to give us a fat subscribe. Make sure that you like the video, and welcome to chat. All the links are in the description below as well, guys. So if you do want to join the free Discord, make sure you go and click that link in the description for the Discord. Pooley, stop talking about love and shit. Goals. Pooley, just because no one loves you, sure. Ghost of Tashima is the game that you were talking about, Will. That sounds about right. Yeah,
there's a few of them that is very, like...
I think it is Ghost of Tashima, Tashima, though. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Sam, I know what you mean. Akram, or Void, good morning. Yes, mate, good morning with your morning coffee. Bro, I've made mine extra strong today, and it looks like tar, so I can't wait to drink it, because it's a bit hot at the moment, because I've just bought it. Yeah, more than Sam. Late in everything, so I'm taking my time with the coffee and let it sort itself. Absolutely, mate. In India, we had Doraemon Hindu dub playing 24/7, and it was our cartoon. Oh, awesome, man!
Nice.
Yeah, I have to look for something like that. Okay, so I'm just catching up with some of the things. This is really interesting. Grown-ups films are class. Depends. Are you on about grown-ups with Adam Sandler or grown-up films as in the 18+ films? Because they're both so good. Oh man. Simple trades. I always watched your stream from my other YouTube account. It's my first time I have chat with this account. Oh, okay, fair, man.
Oh, that's cool.
That makes sense. Well, subscribe with this account as well. Void, you have just released a video with Mike, mate. Anyway, enough talk. Let's trade.
All right.
I was like a low-key Kung Fu Panda sentence there.
Kung Fu Panda, yeah.
Let's fight. Anyway, gold, GU, EU. Let's go. What are we looking at right about of the nows?
So, I've got both pound and euro up on the 15-minute, and I've been playing around with, let's call it streamlining my strategy a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. And the idea is to, instead of doing my static, let's say 10 to 1.5 or 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, I'm going to go over to a 1 to 2, but I am going to reduce my stop loss and have it a little bit more floating. Change it up a little bit. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm not going to take this trade because this is very, very bearish drop down, and technically this is a base and a drop. On the 15-minute, this is probably going to end up dropping all the way down to here as an example. So I have no interest in taking this trade. It's too volatile. But something that I am considering is the idea of, hypothetically, let's say hypothetically, this closes now as a bear candle. I would mark my bear candle to just above, the stop loss to just above the base candle's top wick. Maybe I should do this. To just above the top wick, but I would have to measure it to see whether or not it's going to be too much of a stop loss versus my take profit point. So hypothetically, we say that it closes here as an example. So on 33649. I would then pull my stop loss to see, okay, it's going to be 8.2 pips as an example. And then I would mark it out for a 1 to 2. I would add commission. In this case, it would be 0.4 pipettes or 4 pipettes. So from 16.4, it would go to 16.8 as an example. So there I have an exact 1 to 2 plus commissions covered. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to start looking at the potential for it to actually reach the stop loss point in relation to how big the drawdown point is. And I'm going to start looking for trades where I have a much smaller stop loss, let's say 5 pips, 6 pips, that kind of thing, instead of 10. And every time I take a trade, I will purely stick to the 1 to 2. Now, I've been doing some back testing, and I've asked NGN to also have a look at, let's not call it a little bit of automation, but more of an indication to say, is there any validity in this idea? Because right now, I can see the short term, and I can see over the last month and a half to almost 2 months that this is something that could work. But I want the automation so that I can do proper backtesting. I can do backtesting on the actual terminal. like large data sets and then have a look and see what is the probability of it working over the long term. I know that the 1 to 1.5 works, so I know I can get 60% of the time I can get 15 pips, as an example. But this trade is going to be 16.8. So I know I can get 15.8. It's going to be 1 pip more, but my drawdown 8 pips
funny.
is, I think your Wi-Fi is a bit wonky today, because every now and then you're like,
yeah,
and then you carry on.
Yeah, it feels a bit wonky. Like the music was playing, and it was like, I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, guys, I do apologize. I think my Wi-Fi is a little bit funny today. We'll see how it goes, but interesting.
So you caught most of what I just said now.
Yeah, I caught everything. It was just
okay,
a little
cool.
bit.
I just wanted to know if you didn't break that up. So the idea is like I can come back here to yesterday, just as an example. So here you have 1, 2, 3 bullish candles. We have reacted off of a recent low. So we haven't produced a lower low down here. Then we print a singular base candle and then another bullish candle. So the idea would be that I would have to, when this candle is made, not when the bullish candle is printed, when the bearish candle is printed, the base candle, I have to go and measure what the size of this candle is to see that if I were to, it's a 5.9 pip candle. If I were to decide to enter a trade, and I made my, let's say this bullish candle, this continuation candle closed where it did. Before I even close it, I know that, okay, I need at least a 6 pip stop loss just to cover the previous base candle's low. Now, this candle, the continuation candle's wicks doesn't matter. I already know that I have an area down here which was effectively respected, because we moved up higher. This double click issue with my mouse is a big problem. It goes up, it creates the high, makes a higher low, makes an almost higher high. It's effectively an equal high. And then it comes down and it makes an equal low, but it doesn't break lower. So in theory, it's still bullish. So there is still the potential for it to push higher, as an example. So I know that there is a likelihood of it wanting to attempt to test this upper section to see if it can try and break through it. And the same with this bottom section now as well. It will come and try and test this bottom section at some point. Measure it, then enter, knowing that I need at least 6 pips. So 6.1 or 6 pips. And then I go for a 1 to 2, which is 12. But I add the commission, which is 0.4, so 12.4. There's the trade. So this is something that I'm going to start looking at backtesting and potentially implementing. It's going to reduce the amount of trades that I have in a day, because this bearish candle is going to be the qualifier to say, okay, if this move is too big, or not this one. The qualifier candle is this one. If this candle is too big, my stop loss will be too big, and then I won't get my 1 to 2, as an example. Because if this candle here is, I don't know, down here, and it ends up being something in the line of 15 pips, my stop loss will have to be 15 pips at least, like somewhere down there. So I'm going to need 30 pips in order to get a 1 to 2. And the way that the market has been going, we're not really getting these 30 pip ones on the rally-based rallies, as an example. So just something that I'm looking at the moment. And it's going to be on the 15-minute. So this is something that I'm really going to spend some time on to try and see if it can work. If it's something that I can can test. Like this candle here is 12 pips, but I would measure it basically from the body until the top, so it's 8.2 because I don't have to take this wick into consideration because this is the direction I'm going. So it's 8.2. So I know that when this candle closes, which is going to be in 3 minutes, it will need to be at least 8.2 from the place that it closes, or from the point of closure, and then I can go for 16.4 and then add the extra 4 pipettes. That would be my trade. And being a 1 to 2, I need to only be correct 33% of the time. Because I'm incorporating my my commission into the trade as well, I might only need to have 30% correct to be profitable. So it just needs to, out of 10 times, it just needs to work 3 times. Theoretically.
Sounds awesome, man.
Well, it's obviously not going to be 3, but like it's going to be more than that. The requirement's going to be more than 30%.
Cool.
But, like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah. You hope it's going to be significantly higher than 30%, but that's your bare minimum.
Yeah, I just need at least, let's say, if I'm going to go 1 to 1, I need 50% of the time. But for a 1 to 2, I need 33% for it to be break even. So that's the idea.
It's a good idea, my friend. It's a good idea. Nice observation, Rich. Said infinity. Absolutely infinity. Very good observation, mate. Guys, I think I need a new computer. I dead serious.
Is this you trying to
waste more money? Yeah, probably.
Yes. I was about to say, are we going to do a fundraiser, a GoFundMe?
Yeah, I wish. Someone want to buy a new computer. I need a new computer. Rich needs a new mouse. Who wants to set up a GoFundMe?
Smash that like button and get us some sponsors.
Yeah. For only £2 a month, you could save a streamer like Will.
We should do a video with the, like, sad violins playing and like the raindrops falling and it's all black and white, and you're sitting there like, you know, poor Will.
I just want to be a good streamer and have a fast computer. Dude, like, my computer has significantly slowed up. Like, I'm clicking, like, I'm right-clicking on something, and like 5 to 10 seconds later, it'll pop up. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, and I've just added, I don't know if people can see it, but I've added the the horizontal lines. It's probably going to be very light, but it's so that I can see when it's 5 pips, for argument's sake, on. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it, mate.
Okay, so I'll keep it to 5 pips so that it's a bit faster for me to do a calculation, see how large is this candle without spending too much time on it. I've got 15 minutes, obviously, but I can do my measurements. But visually, I can quickly see, okay, cool, it's at least 5 pips. It's not too large, closer to 10 or whatever. I think it's smart. I'm going to test it, and I'm going to get back to y'all. See how it worked out.
Yeah, nice, mate. MGN, how are you getting on with the code that I sent you, by the way, for that indicator that I created? That's interesting. That would be interesting because, dude, that had like, I think that had like a 60% win rate or 70% win rate at a 1-to-1. That was really good. That was mostly it was an indicator that I wanted to release, but it was mostly of Asia session, which was frustrating for me because obviously, you know, I want London, New York session, but the indicator and the strategy that I gave it, you know, even though it was like one of my main strategies, it was the breakout strategy of a consolidation, like it only seemed to want to work over Asia. So I thought, I know someone who may be interested in turning this into an automated strategy. All right, well, there we go. Delete. There we go. Oh, dude, the markets aren't doing what I want them to be doing right now. We got Mr. Powell himself speaking at 1:30 today.
Which is a good thing. Because
It is
we
a good
need the
thing.
market to start moving, mate.
Yeah, 100%, man. Ah, okay. I'm genuine, but that's never a good thing. That's like the teacher saying to you, "Will, I think we need a chat." And Jen just goes to me, "I have coded and tested it in MT5, and well, we need to have a little bit of a more in-depth chat about it." You're trying to say to me it don't work? I'm joking. If it don't work, it don't work. But yeah, sweet man. We'll chat about it over the course of the next couple of days or weeks. I get it. It's fine. You don't like it. Okay, it's fine. I gotta go.
I feel horrible. Gold. What can we say about gold that hasn't been said already? We were bullish the whole of yesterday. This is on the 15-minute. This is a 1 hour as well, a 1 hour base. It co-aligns with the 15 minutes. So it's over that hour we had quite a bit of bearish buyers, or sellers in this case, that wanted to attempt to push it lower. They just failed. So from this point, we moved higher. Let's say down to there. Very first, proper influx, multiple candles of maybe let's do this. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So from this point over here, it pushed up. We had multiple attempts on the 15-minute to push it lower during Tokyo. We pushed higher. We did a little bit of consolidation, which is it wasn't pretty price action leading into New York. But when New York opened up, we pushed higher. We created new all-time highs. As New York was playing out, we started pushing a little bit lower. I know I'm drawing a lot of lines, but the point is it was very choppy, up and down, up and down, up and down, which I think is expected. Seeing how deep into the 4,000s we are already. We're already halfway to $4,100. Then as the day came to a close, this morning when it opened up, we had a gap, a massive drop down, and then a continuation lower. We came close to testing this 1 hourly base. We reacted off of it. Okay, my mouse has decided to double click there. Attempted to come and fill this gap, pushed lower, failed to even go lower than the most recent swing point, didn't touch the base, and now we started rallying. We filled the gap completely. We reacted off of it, and then we've created a higher high here and a higher low here. So the idea would be to attempt to push back into this 15-minute area, just going on how price has been going from the day start. So if I just pull it back to over there, we've had the open, a lower drive, an almost equal high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low again. And so theoretically, we should be trying to push up higher. But I can see it fail to come back to this area again because we had a lot of slowed momentum in this area on the 15-minute.
That's what worried me is the lack of volume and the lack of momentum coming into the market when we reached that point.
Yeah, same. I agree with you. So
that's what worried me.
The worrying point is how we're going to react on this, which is technically an area of consolidation because it's low volume. It doesn't have a direction that is clear. Even though we had on Tokyo this nice push. So Tokyo overall is bullish. So from the starting point of Tokyo, high, low, higher high, lower high, or lower low, higher high, and then consolidation. But there's always the risk that it's going to then react and start pushing lower to come and at least test Tokyo low. So
that's what I thought, maybe a test of Tokyo low, but mate, look at the consolidation there. Look at this.
It doesn't look great.
No,
Dead on.
no, it doesn't. It looks very much like yesterday. Yesterday didn't look great either. Where were we trading from? There we go. So yesterday
During Tokyo was overwhelmingly bullish. We had a very clear upward moving trend, and then London was the we don't know.
Dude, look at London yesterday.
Yeah.
So this was London yesterday. It's just meh.
You get a breakout, it immediately comes and fails the retest.
I was gonna say almost 100% pullback.
Breaks out yet again, fails the retest,
100%
dips a little bit lower, moves up, doesn't make a new high, equal high, drops lower. It's just it's ugly price action. Look, there's a way to trade. There's definitely a way to trade that, but if it's not in line with your strategy, then don't bother.
Yeah, literally that. You know, there is a way to trade it, but you know, if you like that sort of strategy, if you can trade that sort of way, then yeah, dude, you're laughing. This is an ugly price action, dude. This is beautiful price action, but to me, this is ugly price action.
You know what's the funny thing? Like this full range is almost $40.
Yeah. Literally, what is it?
So it's not a small consolidation. There's space. Like if you just want to steal $5 worth of or 50 pips.
Yeah, well, we got 58 pips at the high. Sorry, $58 at the high, and we came down and retested for 4K bang on. So yeah, we're literally ranging within a $58 range. What did I say to you yesterday? Guys, I marked out the 4100 and the 4 flat, and I said I reckon we're just going to chop around in there for a couple of days, if not a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's kudos to you for getting that right.
Yeah, so I really do think that's what we're going to be doing.
It seems like we have the same issue as yesterday.
So again,
we have the same issue as yesterday with chat. That question mark. Guys, is this showing up in your chat?
Let me have a look. Let me go on YouTube. Let me go on the YouTube.
It is supposed to be just after this comment. So if you guys can see it, then it seems as though it's fine. But if you cannot see this comment, what about gold, guys? Then there is a problem with the... Because this one is also not showing.
Interesting.
It's also got a question mark.
I'm just waiting on my Wi-Fi to stop working, or wait for my computer to stop being so slow. Also, guys, don't forget, give us a big fat thumbs up. We got 49 subscribers. Give us one subscribe, guys. Let's get to 50 subs.
Okay, so people are saying they can see it.
Yeah, I can see it as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah, what about gold, guys? Yeah, I can see it.
So I think the likelihood of us pushing a little bit lower on gold is there to maybe come and retest 4K again. Maybe not specifically 4K, but lower down. Like there is an area round about the 413 point.
I don't know. Part of me thinks that we're going to break out to the high side, head up closer towards the $50 mark, and then towards New York sort of way, reverse, and then head down towards the 4K mark. I think I'd like to see. I think I'd prefer to see buys.
Look, if you're wanting to trade gold, it has been overwhelmingly bullish over the last few months. The whole year has been bullish. So to go counter trend is probably not going to be the highest likelihood of success.
Yeah.
So I'm also hopeful that it's going to be buys, but once again, I trade what I see, not what I want to see, kind of like thing. I want to see buys, obviously, but if I'm not getting the confirmation of buys, I'm not going to buy.
No, that would just be idiocy.
But right now, we're printing a higher high. We printed a higher low. I want to see this 15-minute area here whether or not it's going to be a double base or if it's going to be a reversal point now. So where we are right now, this 425 till 432 area, this whole range. We've got 3 minutes and then this candle closes and it looks as though it might be closing bullish.
What are you tapping?
Are you hearing something?
Yeah.
I'm tapping my mic.
That makes sense. Yeah, you know when there's like drums going off in like a distance.
Oh yeah.
It sounded like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get it. So, I fidget. Oops. I fidget a lot. Yeah, so if I'm not doing something with my chips or whatever, I'm tapping something or my foot is tapping. I have like a tick.
I have many ticks, mate. It's very frustrating. You get used to them.
No, but I mean, like, it's frustrating for my wife. I can't sit still.
Fair. Yeah.
Me, you with it, mate.
Mate, luckily, I don't know, like, I don't know if my missus notices my ticks. Like, my brother, my parents, they don't notice it anymore. Well, when I told a friend of mine, in fact, I told you as well, like, when I told you that I had Tourette's, you were like, I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, and then as soon as you mentioned it, I couldn't not see it. But like
there's like little ticks, but like the way that you explained it, they're not... like you've worked really hard to like kind of like not have it be as So,
mate, literally, man, that's why I'm so passionate about psychology.
Yeah, but I mean, like your facial ticks.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I can see you do stuff like.
Yeah, mate, my eyebrows make me laugh all the time. Like, dude, I gotta wear sunglasses because I can't hold on like eye contact. So it's quite funny because like sometimes I'll want to hold eye contact like that, and if I'm talking to someone, I'm just there like, like looking all over the room. I'm like, oh my god.
So yeah, your social tics, there are some of them that are noticeable, but the majority of them are very subtle. So
yeah.
Most really hard to kind of like control them and condense.
Yeah, exactly, man. Dude,
hey, look, our best friend's in chat again.
No, he's back. Say potato. Fucking say
potato. World free speech. God, say potato.
Say
he's failing the
potato. Dude, it's not. He's. What is his logo, by the way? I recognize his logo, like his profile picture.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll just do this.
Oh, he's gone!
Yeah, I've erased him from existence. It's like he was never here.
Oh, God.
Free speech is back. MGN, get him.
Yeah, fair. MGN is just like a Rottweiler, you know? He's like a Staffy. You know, it's like, go, dog, go, boy, go! Just starts like snarling and slavering and just slobbering and just like chasing after him.
Comes back with free speech arm in his mouth. Good boy.
Yeah, well done. You rid the world of all these spammers. Pooley, I've never noticed yours, Will, at all. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, fair play. A lot of people say that to me. So, like, obviously, you know, growing up, I was so self-conscious with it, and it used to be so bad. And again, that's why I'm so passionate about psychology, is because I've trained my brain and learned about the brain and learned and understood psychology and learned how I can like sort of control it, suppress it, and understand it a bit more. So hence why psychology and trading is so, you know, close to my heart. And obviously, of course, you know, I'm not a self-conscious person, but nonetheless, being an adult with Tourette's, it can make me self-conscious sometimes. I'm like, oh, dude, like, it comes in waves. Like, sometimes I'll have a week or a month where they're really bad. But for me to say they're really bad would have been like, then they're not actually that bad. Like, I loved COVID. COVID to me was amazing. I got to wear sunglasses and a mask. You couldn't see my facial twitches at all. I just looked like a normal person. So, like, it was brilliant. But as a kid, like, it was more like motor twitches, like my arms or like my neck or my head or my jaw was the worst one. It was really bad. But yeah, I managed to control. Did you ever blurt out random words when you were younger? No, I want to say unfortunately.
Of Tourette's.
Huh?
You get different variations of Tourette's.
Oh, yeah. Hugely so. Like, dude, like, my Tourette's used to be bad, but never to the point where, like, you see so many funny clips and funny videos of, like, people just, like, smashing eggs on their heads and, like, throwing things or hitting people by mistake or swearing and outbursts and inappropriate behavior. I was never that bad. I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, you see so many people like that. There we go. We're starting to head up to the high now. So if we can break higher, that'd be really cool. But no, I was never that bad. I did look at medication. So I think I got diagnosed when I was about 6 or 7. And it was really interesting. So we looked at like medication, but the medication had potential to release some of my other potential symptoms, like swearing. And you try and tell an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old that you're going to potentially start outburst swearing. And I was like, yeah, but Daddy, I think I need this medication, just because I thought it would be funny to swear, you know? And like, I'm so glad I didn't. Like, thankfully, I had parents that knew what was best for me instead of some of these absolute mental parents that think the kid's always right. You know, so like if you listen to your kids all the time when they were when they were younger, like I would have been like swearing. I probably like the symptoms of my medication would have pulled out all sorts. Luckily now I'm an adult that refuses to take medication. I believe that everything can be controlled through psychology. Which I'm living proof of. You know, I'm living proof of. So when people are like, oh, you know, you can't control your brain with psychology, it's like, well, actually, I have literal living proof of this. So yeah, Infinity as well. Really good question. How did you handle the trading pressure during your early days, bro? You want to see me in deep drawdown sometimes, like. I got like breathing exercises, man. Even like this is what I mean. I say this to people without Tourette's. You know, it's not just Tourette's that this helps with. Like Tourette's is like it also comes with anxiety. You know, so anxiety is a massive thing that other people find as well. Like anxiety is just stress in the body. That's all it is. And when it comes to trading has the perfect, very skillful ability of releasing your inner demons. And I mean, like your inner self-consciousness, your inner anxiety, you know, your inner panic, your fight or flight responses. So how did I handle with trading pressure during my early days? Dude, the exact same as I handle it now, you know, breathing exercises. And I'll say the same to my missus, you know, if she's stressed out at work, she's texting me, she's like, babe, I'm so stressed. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. I literally say to it, and like, I've done it with her on the phone. I do it with my family, you know, so I know what she does. I say to her, I'm like, take 3 really deep breaths through the nose and then release slowly through the mouth. So literally.
Will literally taught me this yesterday.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? I literally texted you. I texted you and I said, dude, like take 3 deep breaths and release slowly through the mouth. And I don't mean like, I mean literally fill those lungs to almost max capacity. So, and then you should feel it stretch. You should feel that stretch in your lung. Hold it for like 1 to 2 seconds. No. And then almost release to like near like 80 to 90% of the release. And then hold that for 1 to 2 seconds. Do that 3 times and I can promise you it's almost like a euphoria feeling. Like the endorphins in the brain that gets released across the body is absolutely insane. Like guys, I challenge you to do it now. Just 3 really deep breaths. It'll probably take like 30 seconds to a minute maybe. 3 really deep breaths through the nose. Hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. release it slowly through the mouth. And I don't mean like a, I mean like a, really control that breathing out.
Controlled out.
Yeah, 100%. And it works in any situation. If you're about to go skydiving, 3 deep breaths, and I can promise you, skydiving becomes a lot less nerve-wracking. You know, if you're about to go bungee jumping, if you're about to go into an exam, you know. So, for example, Sam, I know that you're doing your exams. If you're about to go into an exam, just before you actually open the first page of the book, three breaths. It's super useful. So yeah, that's how I handle trading pressure, even now, let alone in my early days. Yeah, my early days, it did release some of my Tourette syndrome, though. It definitely.
Yeah, you had to do it yesterday for me because I was a little. You
got a little pissed off. You got a little pissed off.
I got a little pissed off in the Fiverr stream. So yeah, I wouldn't say I lost my cool because I was still very controlled.
Cool, yeah, you just got frustrated at someone. Dude, it happened.
Yeah. So, but the point was still that it was unprofessional of me to have said what I said. But Will sent me a message.
Yeah.
And the message was like, dude, take a deep breath and breathe out slowly.
It works, man. It works. People take it for granted. People take what their body can do for granted. I'm big into meditation, but I don't mean like I sit there and go for an hour. I mean like meditation of just mental stability and control. That's why I love karate. You know, I'm a boxer. My boxing coach caught me doing karate and ripped into me. Like, he was pissed himself. He was like, why are you wearing dressing gowns? You look like a right tool. But like, dude, like in karate, we will literally sit there for a couple of seconds. And whilst we are stretching, we're just breathing. You know, we're doing breathing exercises while we're stretching. Jochen, I'm sure you're the exact same, mate. I know you're not in right now because you're busy. But guys, if he's an Aikido master, so he's a second Dan, which is two above black belt, so he qualifies as a sensei, so he can teach in Aikido, and I can almost guarantee Aikido is going to be the exact same. It's mentality over anything else, and just controlling the mind. The mind is such a powerful place. Imagination. What is imagination, guys? It's where the fake realm meets the physical realm. You know, it's where your body can, you know, explore, you know, the impossibilities and the not real and the things that don't exist. Your brain can come up with all these scenarios, and sometimes this is where overthinking comes from. Overthinkers a lot of the time will actually create scenarios in their head that don't exist and are not going to happen. I am an overthinker. I do it all the time. My brother is a massive overthinker. It causes insomnia. You know, we can't sleep at night because of overthinking. That's how strong the brain is. You know, the brain gives these, you know, depression. It whether you like it or not. I know it sounds a bit thing. Depression is it's a mental health. You know, depression is a fugazi. Depression isn't real. It's a reaction in the brain to potential certain outcomes or situations in current life. Depression can be solved without medication. I truly believe that. Of course, a lot harder for some than others, and a lot harder in most situations, because you try and tell someone who's really depressed to try and make themselves happy through other things, you know, it's going to be really hard. You know, I've gone through stages of depression. We all have. But luckily, like I said, I've fought some really tough battles in my brain, to the point where I know that all of these things can be fixed. And that's why therapy exists. You know, therapy try and do the exact same. The only difference is they charge you an absolute fortune for it, and they basically try and drag it out. You know, you can do your own therapy. Internal therapy is so much better than external, because no one knows your brain like you do. But sometimes I suppose I can understand how it could be nice to get an external view. Kudos for you. You manage it well, and it doesn't define you. Pooley, it doesn't. You know, Will Davis is defined by his personality, not by his negative traits. What about you, Tony Stark?
The early pressures.
How did you deal with pressure?
That's an interesting thing, because I think I still struggle with the pressure. I don't think it ever like really went away, but I found ways to sort of cope with it to the point where it's not that much of a nagging feeling anymore. You know, when you have like just like an ingrow hair somewhere on your neck, as an example, and you pick at it, it's constantly there. It's a little annoyance. It's not like it doesn't hurt you, but it's just that little annoyance.
Irritating.
Just ever so slightly irritating. But every
It's like
now
when
and then,
it's like when you have a hair above your eyelash and like, you can feel it, but you can't see it, you can't get it.
And then every now and then you kind of like just grab and you rip it out and you're like, okay, cool. It's gone now. It's gone for a little while. That's kind of like how I am with the pressure of trading. There's days where I feel its annoyance. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I feel like, I can't do this. This is leading nowhere. But then what I do is I kind of think back as to why am I feeling like this specifically now? And I try and look at my surroundings and think, okay, is this what I'm feeling right now, this pressure? Is it a true reflection of what is happening in trading specifically to me? Or is it maybe outside circumstances?
Nice.
So I kind of like look at my environment more than specifically trading, because you get reference. You're feeling something. Let's say I'm worried about a family member. The reference of me worrying about a family member will be on my trading as well. It will be reflected in the way that I view my trading. So it's not the trading that's necessarily the problem. It's this other factor. So I try and look at my environment first. So the way that I try and cope with it is like trying to understand that this is a separate thing. This pressure that I'm feeling is separate from my trading. So I don't try and bring it to trading. I try and keep it away from trading. And then if I feel like, for argument's sake, I'm feeling too much stress, too much pressure or whatnot, I step away from the markets. So I don't know if that answers the question, but it is more the idea of pressure. I feel like is always going to be there. It's just how severe the pressure is. Is it going to be a little annoying air?
Able to identify that.
Yeah, or is it going to be a festering nail, that needs to be ripped out? Some days it's...
I rate that, mate. I do. I do rate that. It's like what I talk about with diarying, journaling how you feel, journaling the external factors in your trading. You literally do it. You may journal it and put it in a diary. You may not journal it and put it in an actual physical journal, but you're able to identify it. And what I'm like, a lot of people will need to journal it and put it into a physical realm because they struggle to identify it in a hypothetical. They struggle to make it non-physical. So that's why a lot of people, especially me, I live in books. I live in these books because I'm able to I got so much in my brain, and like Rich knows what I do. Rich sees what goes on in the background. Sometimes when it comes to Apex Brotherhood, I got so much in my brain that I need to put it down onto paper. And so many people are like that with their journaling. Rich, you got fantastic ability to identify oneself stage in a mental exposure to the markets. So that is a very good skill to have. So before trading, we have to free ourselves, like empty our cup and focus on strategy. Dude, 100%. Before you even consider trading, thing is, like, a lot of people won't do this, and like you try and tell someone who wants to get rich in trading that before you even start trading, understand oneself. So understand, like, you have to free your mind, and you have to understand there's going to be now a connection between mind, body, and soul. You try and tell someone that who wants to become rich in trading, they're like, nah, I'm gonna go trading. Then they trade, they become profitable, they earn some good money, and then they lose everything, and they go down a bad rabbit hole, and they start spiraling. Then they're like, what did that guy tell me about before I started trading? That I need to just connect mind, body, and soul, and understand psychology, and free myself from my inner demons. Oh, I'll give that a go now. they start giving that a go. They take it seriously. They gain profitability back again. Consistency comes in, and they're profitable traders. It's the life cycle of a trader. Everyone needs to go through that hardship to believe what they're saying. The people say that they'll never learn a lesson until they've learned it themselves. So you can advise someone and tell someone 100 times until you're blue in the face, but they'll learn for themselves. They've got to go out and make their own mistakes. So Infinity, yeah, 100%, mate. Totally agree with you.
Yeah, just to add on to that question and what Will has already said, it's that separation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the understanding that everything is connected. Obviously, we know that our sight, the way that we feel, can impact what we do and how we do certain things. So there's always a connection, but it's that attempt to try and separate it.
Yes.
So the influence of it, you're trying to separate from the action. So in this case, when it comes to trading, I try and remove trading from everything else. I'm trying to put trading in a nutshell. I'm trying to make it my focal point. Yes, we're all experiencing stress. Our environmental things, family issues, all of that's like physical, financial, whatever stressors you have in your life can impact everything that you do. But it's that attempt. It's that I'm going to try and focus on the trading and solely focus on the trading. And then I give an allocated time to look at only trading specifically and say, this is all I'm focusing on now. My phone is off or it's on silent. I'm putting my phone over there. I don't want that interaction. I'm putting earphones on because I'm trying to focus on this. I sit specific music on to try and focus on what I'm doing right now. It's to try and cut out the rest of the world and just focus on this as an example. And it's very difficult. It's not an easy thing. I was having a discussion with Will. I think it was it Monday or Friday? I think it was Friday last week. I think we had the discussion.
Possibly, or we've had many discussions, and I don't.
Well, I'm gonna reveal what the discussion was about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because then I'll try and give you the day. But mate, all my days roll into one at the moment.
I've been struggling with one little issue where I'm struggling taking my trades while I'm streaming.
Oh, okay. I think that was last Thursday or Friday. Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah,
and
Friday was.
Yeah, and it was almost the idea that I cannot focus on the trading because I have to focus on talking. I have to be engaging and all of that stuff. So I had a discussion with Will about this, and I aired my frustration and my annoyance with the fact that I feel like I have this block. And Will gave me some very good advice and some very informative steps that I can take. Then I mentioned this to Richard Wells as well on Friday. I told him, hey, listen, I'm going to send you a message. I would like some advice from you as well. But then I had the discussion with Will. So it was Thursday because I had the discussion with you on Thursday. And then on Friday, I spoke to Rich. And then I told Rich, listen, I would like to mention it to you. But then I actually never got to talk to him about it. And then in the week, I think it was on Monday, he reached out saying, hey, man, just want to hear how you're going. Like, you mentioned something you wanted to talk to me about, but I was waiting for you. You didn't send me a message. So I was like, okay, well. And then he and I went through a massive discussion around that as well. And the similarities between the stuff that Will and Rich had to say in terms of the advice was crazy.
Was it? Yeah,
so,
that's really interesting.
It was very, very, very similar stuff.
That's interesting.
His was more on the psychological level. Yours was more in the, other way around. Yours was more the psychological level of side of things, and he was more the action side of things. He gave me 3 distinct things that I could attempt right now to try and help with that, which aligned with what you said as well and the advice that you gave. I'm not going to give the advice specifically because it's
personal to you. It's
personal to me right now, and I haven't completely worked through all of it as yet, but
Yeah, maybe once you've solved that issue, you can then, do the same as I do, or do the same as Rich does. You can give that actionable steps and actionable advice, but until you've put it into practice and you've done it yourself, it's yours.
I needed the time to like go through it and to compartmentalize it and to break it apart and analyze it. But there's something that Rich said that my wife Alex, while she was sitting here with me while I was like reading through everything, where she was like, yeah, I get that. She says that I overanalyze.
Oh, yeah, I rate that. I
overanalyze. Like I take a stupid simple thing and I break it apart and try and like dissect and say this and this and this and this, and I make it much larger than what it needs to be. And I just need to simplify make it stupid simple.
Alex, I agree with you.
That's one of those things where this comes into play. It's that emptying that cup. This is something that's in my cup at the moment that is impacting my trading. And all I need to do is just compartmentalize it, put it aside. I can deal with it after I've done trading, in the evenings, over the weekend. At the market, I need to focus on this. So it's just something that it's crazy, the fact that Will and Rich had such similar advice.
Dude, me and Rich get along really well. We're very, very similar people. We've gone through similar situations, but nonetheless they're also very different situations. So they're very unique to us. However, the fact that two people from such different situations can align almost very similarly. Why can't I draw a straight line? This is really pissing me off.
It's because it's not Monday. This is really... You can only do it on Mondays.
Fuck, it's triggering me so... Oh, fuck it, I'm deleting it. I'm going to try again. Yeah, so it's... Fuck, it's not straight again.
It's because the original one wasn't straight.
Sure, yeah, no, don't tell me that, because then I'm going to have to go verify that it's not straight, and then it's
you can see it.
Rich. Shush, don't tell me that. Fuck, I'm going to have to delete this one now. Thank you, Rich.
Well,
Thank you
the
so
top
much
one.
for that. Yeah, the top one actually is straight, so... Oh, no. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now they're both straight, and I know they're both straight. Please don't ask me to verify. My OCD can't handle it. Anyway, yeah, bad psychology is why people jumped out of windows when the markets crashed. Dude, read The Psychology of Money. It actually gives examples of this. And The Psychology of Money, and it's ironic because we're talking about psychology. And the book is called Psychology of Money, and it's there for a reason. It talks about the psychology of those institutional traders that ended up losing absolutely everything in the market, crashed, and ended up taking their own lives. Now, yeah, it happened. Why? Because institutional traders aren't taught psychology. They're not taught risk management. They don't go through what we go through. Us traders, us retail traders go through a lot more on a daily basis than these institutional traders go through. They're just told to do, they're like programmed robots. They're told to follow a sequence of A, B, C, D. And if it doesn't go well, then, that's fine. It's not their money. They don't care about it. But what does happen is they go from a fantastic wage as well as commissions, and then they go to flat broke and they lose everything. They've never experienced that before. They've never lost everything before. They've just come straight out of uni, straight into an institution, and then they're earning millions. They don't know how to fathom. They don't know how to understand and they don't know how to what's the word I'm looking for? Comprehend. They don't know how to comprehend what's just happened to them. And they've lost everything, and they end up going from 100 to 0. And yeah, that unfortunately, psychology causes them to think that there's no way out, and that's why a lot of Wall Street guys jumped out of windows back in the crash of 2008, the crash of the previous crash, which I think was 2004. I can't remember, and then there was like one in like 96 or 97 or 86 or 87, something like that. My Wall Street history isn't that great right now, but it's something along those lines.
The .com bubble.
Yeah, the .com bubble. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but it's all related to psychology, and this book spoke about those who have lost everything and those who have really found it tough and done the psychological route of getting rich. They can lose everything and they will still be successful traders, successful entrepreneurs. You need to lose everything in life to know to know how to deal with gaining it all back. There's been 3 occasions I think I can name, or 2 occasions where I've been flat broke. Like I bought a motorbike, I bought a car. I couldn't afford my motorbike, so I had to sell it. Couldn't afford to put fuel in my car. I was absolutely flat broke. I had to borrow money, and then trying to pay that back. So there's been so many situations where, due to trading or due to trying to venture out into the world of entrepreneurship as a young teenager, like I was like 14, 15, maybe 16, trying to open up my own business, and trying to put a lot of time and effort into that and not work in a job. I went flat broke. I lost absolutely everything. I had to start from the beginning again. So I'm just seeing MGM, should I write a script so you can draw straight lines? Please, MGM, I beg you to do that. I'll love you forever if you can do that, mate. Yeah, but yeah, so a lot of these Wall Street guys, a lot of these big multimillionaire guys, they lose everything. They've never lost everything before. They've never gone flat broke. They don't know how to deal with it, and then they end up unfortunately taking their own lives because of the stress just hits them. Their family, they can't take it. Thank you, Will and Rich. Infinity, you're more than welcome. CC, oh, hang on a minute. What's happening? I think my thing's just crashed. Oh, no, it's not. CC, no, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Josum, CC, how you doing? Will's birthday tomorrow. It is indeed. This is my absolutely fantastic better half, everybody. CC, meet everyone. Everyone meet CC. Welcome
tomorrow
to the Brotherhood.
Tomorrow is a special day because it is Will's birthday. But we also have competition day tomorrow.
We do indeed. We do indeed. It is the rematch.
Yes, I was about to say it is the rematch, but we also have a special guest tomorrow.
We do indeed. Dude, tomorrow's going to be a special day.
Tomorrow is a great day. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. We were supposed to have a guest today, but due to unforeseen circumstances and some personal issues that happened, our condolences to the person specifically that we're talking about. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here today, and it's completely understood. We understand exactly what he's going through. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to mention it. It's personal. If he feels like mentioning it, it's up to him. But yeah, so we were supposed to have a guest today, but we will have a guest tomorrow with our birthday stream. So, but the same rules apply. Whomever loses tomorrow's
true that
they have to arrive with some photos in their terminals. So, but anyway, so just want to mention that. So, guys, tomorrow, Friday, good day, interesting, fun day tomorrow.
It is going to be an interesting, fun day. It is my birthday. I won't turn up in my birthday suit, guys. Don't worry. It is indeed my birthday tomorrow. So, the wonderful Cece, she is taking me away for the weekend and spoiling me. So, it's quite a nice feeling. Don't often get spoilt. So, usually Cece is the one being spoilt. This time I get to be spoilt, so I'm looking forward to that. And we got competition day, and we have got a special guest. Dude, I'm really excited for tomorrow. Really excited.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be lit. Tomorrow's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs button, give us a like. We've got 16 people watching right now. I want 16 likes. That is the entry fee tomorrow. That's what I want. Give me what I want.
Yeah, I like that. Entry fee to watch tomorrow's stream. You have got to smash out that like. Oh my god, I nearly put 2 lots long on gold.
That would have been an oopsie.
Yeah, that would have been a big oopsie, mate. I'm long on gold, by the way. We'll see how it goes. It may not go well. It may go very well. Who knows?
Well, you're doing your life trading, so
Absolutely.
there's one for the Oracle. Thanks, mate. I appreciate.
Also, guys, make sure that you subscribe as well. Like we said, there's 16 of you guys watching right now. We're now up to 50 subs, which is absolutely awesome. So that's super cool to see. Guys, if we can absolutely smash that like button, that would be fantastic as well. And please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, and if you do want to check out the Discord, it's completely free. All the links are in the description below. You got my Instagram. In fact, Rich, we can start putting your Instagram. You're now on Instagram, so we'll start putting your Instagram in as well if you want. And then the website is also down in the description. So go check it out, people.
Yeah, just for everybody who's going to ask this, no, I'll probably not be posting anything just yet. I am an absolute noob when it comes to Instagram. I need to do a crash course. So I'm going to have either Will or my wife teach me how to operate Instagram. But yeah, I am on there now, but I haven't posted anything just yet. So
we will teach you, and we will guide you and help you, Rich. Don't worry.
Teach me, or sensei. Yeah, you're on socials, Richard Butler. Yeah, I have literally got Facebook, but that is everybody's got a Facebook, but I never post anything in any way. And now I have Instagram, which I'm probably also not going to post anything just yet. I mean, I will be following people, but don't expect the world from me. And then I think my biggest social following is here, is on YouTube. So yeah. Compounding will always work at 49 plus infinity. Yep. Like that. So your gold trade looks good.
Dude, I don't know if it looks good or not. My computer's been so slow right now. I don't know what it's doing.
Okay, I will keep you up to date.
Okay.
You're on 85. Well, you were on 85. You're on $70 profit now.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. It's refreshed. 11 likes and 52 subs. Guys, that's absolutely awesome. Keep smashing out that like button. Keep subscribing for those of you who are new. And we want to see a lot more people joining the Discord as well, guys. Like I said, we're going to be releasing some of the premium products when we get to 100 members in the Discord. So that's going to be super, super cool. Me and you. And the only reason it's going to be a premium, it is going to cost money. Is because it's going to be taking a lot of time from me and Ewan, and it's going to be taking a lot of skill set that we've achieved along the years, as well as it's costing Ewan to achieve those skill sets. So, guys, absolutely smash out the like button, subscribe, and make sure you join the Discord, because there is some fantastic things coming into the Discord that we cannot wait to share with you. Sam is doing an absolutely brilliant job of working on the Discord at the moment. He's doing fantastic work. So we can't wait to share that all with you guys. I'm up $120 as well, by the way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good. Yeah, same as you, Rich, on Facebook and Instagram, and haven't posted once.
Pooley's on
True.
Instagram.
Who?
Pooley. Oh yeah, you've told me. Yeah, Pooley's told me that he's seen some of my stuff. That's how he knows that I'm punching with CC.
Oh yeah, you're punching way above your weight class.
I am, to be fair, mate. Yeah, she is stunning. She sent me a photo of her last night, and she was like, "Oh, I look so ugly." I'm looking at her. I'm like, what?
Excuse me while I go and anyway.
Yeah, excuse me while. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, babe, I look so ugly." As I'm currently, holding the phone in my left hand right now.
Are you right-handed?
It depends. Sometimes I like to change it up a little bit, but I'm mostly right-handed. Sometimes I like to do it no hands. That's what CC is here for.
Okay, that is absolutely divulged into a conversation that we definitely
on
having.
Swiftly.
Quickly, change the subject. Quickly.
I'm now $50 up on gold. Does she want me to send her a photo of ugly? Bro, no, you'll horrify her. Yeah, no, like I would say, like send her a picture and say, "Cece, this is ugly," but you know, she may be scarred for I don't want to have to pay for therapy for her.
I love how you
need one hand.
you absolutely didn't look at that comment.
I've just seen it. You only need one hand. Well, one's mine, the other one's CC. So you'll get over it, Pooley, I'm sure.
All right, guys. So Will is in a gold buy. I myself am still waiting for my setup to really play out. We've had this massive drop on GU and on EU, and now it's slowing a little bit. I want to see a reaction. By the way, I'm bearish on both. Both on GU and EU at the moment. I am bearish. We are still within this bearish structure as of from last week. I see no reason just yet to flip the bias to try and take new highs. So yeah, I'm completely bearish on both of them, but I would like to see my new setup kind of play out.
Yeah, fair. We're seeing a bit of a pullback at the moment on gold. If it's gonna be a little bit thing, but I think I kind of want a break and retest. I mean, I'm risking $600 now, so if I put another 0.5 buy limit here, it becomes a full-on order, and it becomes a little bit higher risk. But we'll see. That becomes another 400. That makes it 11. I mean, that's only $1,100. So that's 1.1%. No, I'm happy with that.
Okay, but you're really banking on the idea of going higher.
Yes. Yes, right now. Yeah.
Why do you
right
sound
now
so uncertain? Where's the confidence? Yes, of course.
Just gotta wait for market, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
I just gotta. I mean, we got a break and close above on the 5 and the 15. So, now I got confidence in it, man. I like it. I got confidence in it. So, smooth. Let's do it.
So, if we...
Okay, my computer's frozen. Oh, no, I'm back.
I'm gonna just do this. Just pop mine up here. So, if we go to gold, just so that Will can see, this is your trade. I've marked up your trade. Okay? So, here we have... obviously, this consolidation in the gap area. We had that little consolidation there. But I think the thing that gives me more confidence in your trade is the fact that we have a rally here. We have a base candle and then another rally. And this reaction here, this drop down, it just wicked below and didn't close lower than this base area and is starting to move up. So I'm more confident in the idea that your trade is going to at least, let's say up to there, at the very least, come and test 40, 43 as an example.
Yeah.
Because this was the last area basically where it really struggled before it made this massive gap. So if we just pull it through something like this, this is what I'm seeing. I like where your stop loss is. if I was just purely going on the idea of the base, I would probably have reduced it even more, so it was just lower, just slightly lower than the base. But where yours is, I think, is great because you are taking into account the swing low, and then your high point is more of yesterday. So somewhere over here, you're slightly above it, as an example. But your strategy is being followed. I'm just saying I like the idea of the buy based on the fact that on our base, the 15-minute base, the reaction has been good so far. So, yeah, I like your trade.
Thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, I like it, mate. I kind of want to pull back. I kind of want to pull back to tag me in and then continue higher.
Oh,
because that would tag me in on the other one then, and that would give me like 1,100. It's a 1-to-1, so that would give me over £1,100.
Yeah, sounds good.
So that would be pretty sick. But if I can mitigate risk from yesterday, so if I can cover yesterday's loss, I mean, I'd be pretty happy. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with that, I think. Is Rich frozen or is he quiet?
No. I'm just.
Oh, okay, that's
like,
fine. I'm just trying to work out if it's my computer being slow.
Do you switch your PC off at night, or do you just put it to sleep?
I put it to sleep.
Okay, so maybe something that you can try tonight is to actually switch it off.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I won't explain the specifics of it. I know MGN has basically wrapped me on my finger saying, "Don't put it to sleep, you silly boy. Switch it off." Because your cache with the RAM, it caches the RAM that was being used. So all of the programs that you had open, it doesn't free up the RAM. So if you don't switch off your PC, your RAM is locked up. And then when you start up, it's like it didn't get an opportunity to free up that RAM. So the cache itself is up. So,
yeah, I'll try and turn it off tonight.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow morning your PC would be a little bit.
I turn it off on the weekend. Like like Friday after my last stream, I'll shut it down.
And then Monday morning, your PC is like all happy, like, "Oh, I'm so refreshed. I had some sleep."
Basically, mate. Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'm like, well, now you're not sleeping. It's time to work hard. Grafting time. Dude, if I can't sleep, if I can't sleep, why should my PC sleep? I'm
its processing power is just as diminished as yours.
Yeah, I mean, literally, exactly. If I can't process anything that goes on in my life, why should my computer be able to?
Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you're like, do something, process things. Like, sorry, can't compute. Not enough random access memory.
Basically, mate, yeah.
Oh, mate, we are not getting the pullback. Well, we're not getting the push higher on EU and GU. That. Wait, let me rephrase this. Not having the momentum in place at the moment for me to say yes. Now's the time to enter.
Yeah, fair. Oh, my computer's loaded again. Yeah, mate, I may just shut my computer down today because I'm off out this afternoon. For those of you who don't know, I wear a retainer. Like I'm straightening my teeth, and I've got a retainer, and they come off today. I officially take my retainer off today. So I've had them in since 12 months. So today's the day that I finally get to take my retainer off and never have to wear retainers again. So I can't wait for that.
Is it just a plastic retainer, or do you have the metal strip behind your teeth?
No, I don't have I don't have the metal braces. It's just the plastic retainer that I got to wear for 22 hours a day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But I've got these buttons on my teeth as well. and they're really annoying. Yeah, they scratch my gums when I don't have the retainer in.
Oh, so when the retainer clips in.
Yeah. Yeah, like pops into place.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean they're not the most comfortable things in the world, but dude, I don't know if you saw like the LLTF thumbnails, but like my tooth was like crooked like that, and it was like crossing over. Whereas
Really?
now whereas now they're proper straight, so it's quite nice.
I don't remember ever seeing your teeth
Dude,
crookedly.
I'll try and find a picture, and I'll send you a picture.
Huh,
Like, dude,
okay.
my teeth were crooked, man. Well, no, they weren't. They really weren't that bad. But I don't know. I didn't like them. It annoyed me because like the more time that I spent on my computer and on live stream and on camera, the more I started noticing that my front teeth were like overlapping each other. I was like, oh, I don't like it.
Interesting. I honestly did not know. I thought you were wearing a retainer because maybe there was a gap between two of your teeth or something that you were just not happy with, that kind of like thing. But I never knew that your teeth was like particularly crooked or anything.
No, it's due to an overlap. I'll try and find a picture of me smiling.
Infinity asking, does currency pairs also affect the gold movement like a GU, EU, or just the USD? Well, that's an interesting question.
What, is it like a correlation?
Yes. Or does it affect it? Like, let's say, for argument's sake, if gold drops, it's because of EU and GU. So there is a connection where if people are de-investing out of fiat currencies or taking out of cash, as an example, and wanting to invest in gold as a safe haven asset, if you see like significant drops in, for argument's sake, gold, for argument's sake, GU, where there's GU is just not doing well, then sometimes you will see a bit of a pump on gold, as an example. I'm not saying that it's a one-to-one correlation, but that the currencies markets does affect bonds, does affect the assets like gold and so on, because people are de-investing out of the one and investing in the next one. So there is a bit of a correlation, but it's not a one-to-one. It's not a if dollar drops, gold picks up. It's not like that.
Yeah, no. Like you said, the only correlation that I've seen is when there's ambiguity in the markets, or like
if people are unsure about where they're supposed to put their money, they'll put it in Bitcoin, as an example, that kind of like thing. So if we're in a gray area where we don't really know if there's dollar strength or dollar weakness, it's like, ooh, we're not sure, then people are not going to want to invest in that, but they would still like to invest, so they'll drop their money into gold, as an example. So you might see some
gold's usually gold. It's a safe haven investment.
Yeah. EU and GU is dropping more.
Gold's holding around $70 up, so around $35 above 4K. That'd be so cool if we can get to $50. I actually can't cope with how slow my computer's been right now. Yeah, dude, check that out.
Man, it's unfortunate. You sent me one. Oh, dude, that's... Come on, mate. That's like barely.
Yeah, fair. I know, it's barely, but it's there. It's there, you know? Mate, it's just like my Tourette's, you know? It's like... Can't really notice it, but
it's noticeable enough for yourself that you wanted it to be changed.
Yes, exactly. Like, I was looking at it on stream, and like on stream, like my teeth felt like they were crossed over like that, even though it's only like that slightly. But it was like they were crooked as fuck in my eyes.
Like you blew it
like,
up.
It like over exaggerated how like overlapping it was. Plus, my brother, my dad, their teeth are perfect. Like, I mean, they're like fluorescent
pearly
white.
whites.
Yeah, they are like fluorescent white and they are dead straight. Like so many people have asked if my brother's like teeth are fake. He's like, no, I just look after them. Like he was definitely gifted with some fantastic teeth.
So we're getting to the end of the stream. So I just wanted to quickly bring this up just to show. I didn't take it. This is me doing a forward test right now. We have 1, 2, 3 bearish candles. We have 1 bullish candle. I used the draw box to draw the size of it specifically, and then I took the highest point of this confirmation candle as the stop loss, but I added a little bit more to it. I put it around 5 pips, and this one is now on 2, so it's a 2-to-1. This is going to be a 10.4. I'm going to leave this one to see how it turns out, but at the same time I want to put a order and have it exactly on that 3.4, and then add another 1 pip to it, for argument's sake, 4.4, just to give it like a little bit of like breathing room. Then do a 1 to 2, which is then 8.8. Add another 0.4 for my commission, which will be 9.2. So this is how I would like to trade. The secondary one is the actual trade. This is a forward test, technically, on the first one, but this is how the trade would actually be if I were to do it in real life, if I would have taken the trade. So this is a forward test just to see how it plays out. This one over here, this box is too large. So if I were to put in my entry down here, my stop loss would have to be 1 pip above this, which was it would have been 10 pips exactly. So my trade would have had to have been 20.4 for the full trade. Obviously, it would be about 11, almost 12 pips in profit at this point, but the reason for this trading idea here is to be in and out of the market a lot faster. Like the likelihood of you making 9 pips versus you making 20 pips on a move like this, which one would you rather want? I would rather go for the one that's 9 pips. It's a lot faster in, it's a lot faster out. I know that I can get at least 15 pips of movement more often than not. So a slightly higher win rate with a much better risk to reward.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need to have 1 or 2 of these a day. If I'm risking 1% as an example, or 0.5%, I'm making 1% a day on a winning trade. On a losing trade, I'm losing 0.5%. I'm still up 0.5%. So that's the idea that I have right now, and I'm just going to do some forward testing for now.
Yeah, nice man. By the way, I'm up $260.
Nice, mate.
So I'd share that with you guys just before we leave. Pull mine off screen quick. There we go. So okay, up $200 now. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna wait. And I've moved my stop down to here, which is 441. Moved my TP up to low hanging fruit, which is 454. So just above a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I'm going to keep an eye on this a little bit. If we hold and fail to break higher, so if we're holding for a couple of candles around here, I'll close where we are, just because this is a potential point of reversal, PPOR, potential point of reversal. So we'll see. Like, price may want to move down from here. So hopefully we don't. Hopefully we continue up. But if we do want to move down from here, I'm hoping... Go away. I'll tell you what. There you go.
Were you trying to put in another order?
No, I was trying to move my theme. Yes. Oh, very nice. Yeah, if we do want to move down, I think that, we'll end up holding and like consolidating around at this level for a little bit first before dropping. So hopefully that'll give me a bit of time to exit. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully we just absolutely rock it up and shoot for the moon, taking these highs out.
Nice. All right, guys. I think with that, we have come to the end of the Thursday stream. Guys, if you want to Follow us on the socials. That's great. We love that. Drop a like if you haven't already. Share it if you haven't already. We'll be in the Fiverr stream this afternoon where you guys can see how Will's trade played out if it's still open by then. Otherwise, he will post it in the Discord. You guys get to see the how the trade played out in the Discord. All right, guys. We're going to love and leave you. Have an amazing day. And we'll see you guys later.
Peace.